and now today.
Hey, my friends, and indeed, this is the moment. I appreciate all of you for being here, and you get a ring of the victory bell for being so amazing. And you know who also is amazing? My next guest. Let me tell you all about her, Maria Adoldes. She is the ambassador for World Peace 2023 and an honorary doctor of humane letters in 2025. Maria is the founder of the Humane Contract Foundation and author of the Human Constitution. With over 25 years in leadership and human resources, and 6 years guiding more than 1,500 funerals across all major religions, she brings profound insight into what human dignity is and growth. So, through her work, she invites humanity to mature through rights and responsibilities, personally, interpersonally, and collectively, ushering in a new renaissance of emotional maturity, ethical leadership, and shared responsibility for our shaped future. So, without any further delay, please welcome the one, the only, the super talented, the super beautiful, the one who walked to school uphill, both ways, in the snow, barefoot, the one and only, Maria Dolores. Maria, welcome to the show. How are you feeling today?
I am so happy to be here. Thank you, Raja, for inviting me. I so appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you too.
Everyone who's watching, I'm so excited to be here.
And the audience that's watching, if you want to be appreciated even more, click the link down below so that you can leave comments on the live. So, Maria, let's just dive right in. I mean, first of all, I gotta say, like, I always loved a West Side Story. I knew a girl named Maria. So we can already start with that and have some and bring some music into our lives. Now, here's an interesting thing. You've led 1,500 funerals.
Yes.
Like, were you part of a funeral parlor, or did your family own a funeral business? I mean, so what do those moments teach you about being human?
Mm-hmm. So, thank you for that question. At the end of 2018, my friend called me. And she said, and she's working in the funeral business, and she asked me, Maria, could you help me out on this funeral? And that's how I started. It turns out that I have a knack for it, as they say. And I am high empathy, but so after the first 100 funerals that I was there and representing, it was really a training for me to be present, which I have done. I've worked with that with 160 days of meditation, but I've been a representative at Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, Sikh, and also secular ceremonies. So it really taught me about human dignity and to see people in their most vulnerable moments and to really be there for them and to make them feel welcomed and that seen and appreciated, and support the family, support everyone who was there. So 1,500 funerals and 3,000 casketings. So
boy.
I
A lot.
myself, I have casketed 3,000 people. I've seen, the youngest being 1 day old, oldest 107 years old, and people from all backgrounds. The guy who lived on the street, as well as the lady in the Chanel dress.
Right.
So with equal human worth for everyone.
Right. And now you talk about this term called istima. Can you briefly describe what is that? Because I've never heard about that.
That's right. So istima is a word that I borrowed from the language professor J.R.R. Tolkien, who wrote Lord of the Rings.
I love Tolkien.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
To have a word that is not, crisis, because crisis is negative, and
Right.
crisis is describing the first part of istima. Istima means learning. And so if we talk more spiritual language, is when we go from one level of consciousness and we shift consciousness, we go into grief, anger, frustration. It's our personal istima process, but we
Right.
also have relational where we are learning and maturing in our relationships, and how we deepen trust. It's by going from not trusting,
Right.
from one level of trust,
Uh-huh.
and then something happened and you were like, can I trust you or can I not? And then we work through it, and then we come out even more strengthened in the relationship. And so I see the same pattern both on individual, interpersonal, and also in societies and the world. So
Uh-huh.
the istima process today in the world
Hmm.
is like the the process of going to, who are we as a species, and
Right.
who could we be?
Right.
Because and right now we're diving in, war, uh, pollution, and how we treat the planet, how we treat each other, how we treat animals. And we can do better, but we need to go together to do that. And
Right.
that's the istima process is important. But like I said, the istima is both on personal, interpersonal, and collective. So
Gotcha. Okay.
it's an
And
important process.
right. And what life experience really showed you that truth most clearly? Because you've been through a lot of experiences. So, what did you learn from all these funerals and being over 3,000 cascadings? And I've been through myself. In the past year, we had 6 funerals in our family, including my mother, my uncle, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law. So, I mean, there's been a lot happening this year. This was a bad year for our family.
I'm
So,
sorry.
I remember the first time this year, just feeling like it took 2 months to go through the 5 stages of grief, and then each time it got a little shorter and shorter. I'm at the point where I'm almost numb to it. I hate to say that, but the whole point is you start to understand the process, and you start to understand yourself a little bit better. So for me, that life experience helped me to almost grieve and go through those processes faster, so I can kind of come to understandings with myself. So,
Yeah.
what life experience for you showed you that truth?
Um, it's both. When I was 7, I was sitting
Uh-huh.
on the kitchen counter and talking
Yeah.
to my dad about the meaning of life, and
Oh, yeah.
how we,
Yep.
how we travel in this life, and this life is
Sure.
just.
Yeah, absolutely.
But so I would say it started early, asking about life and life questions, uh, partly because of, and as you said, climbing the hills with snow in my face, which I thought was
Right,
funny
indeed.
here in
Yeah.
Sweden. But and it's also, over the years I've done 160 days of meditation, so it's
Mhm.
part of my own, facing myself, my own
Right. Mhm.
fear, anger, frustration, um, and it was also in my relationship with my husband. And when we divorced in
Yeah.
2013,
Yeah.
um,
Mhm.
his grief came out in a very destructive way. His grief
Certainly.
over the divorce, and he
Right.
was stalking me. But what also happened was that during this time, he developed a brain tumor.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was really, really destructive.
Yeah.
And facing and going through that istima, for me, and also obviously for him. But in 2015, he died of the brain tumor, and that's when I wrote the first book. So that was 10 years ago. I
Wow.
wrote my first book,
Mhm.
State of Grace: Human
Right.
Rights and Human Obligations. So
Right. Mhm.
already 10 years ago, I talked about rights and responsibilities.
Okay.
Uh, and that we to see the pattern of both individual growth and personal development and interpersonal development, and how we learn and how we mature, but
Yeah.
also in working with human resources for and leadership for 20 years,
Yeah.
and teaching both coaching and group development, organization development. So in all levels, and now also seeing the bigger picture of how technology has always supported and driving us towards the next level and the next level, and here we are, and you and me in different countries and on
Yeah.
different continents, and how we have to mature as a humanity.
Oh, I love that. There you
Go-
go. Maturing as
Thank
humanity.
you.
Yep.
Going
All right.
to global local world.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
shift that we're going through right now is a
Mm.
very important shift in our human history.
It certainly is. And for those that are thinking about creating that mind shift for yourself, make sure you follow the channel, like and subscribe for us. And if you can also, if you're on the live, you thrive. On the replay, you get to play again. Make sure that you actually give us some like thumbs up, give us some likes, give us some something that we can keep sharing the impact out there.
Uh,
And so Maria, final question before we shift to our next segment here. I want you were talking about earlier about something called a human social contract. What does that mean?
yes, it's ideas from building from my first book, A State of Grace:
Yeah.
Human Rights and Human Obligations,
Right.
and uh, it's 7 principles that is both our human rights and our human responsibilities. So
Right.
these 7 principles, the first 3 is personal: body, emotion, and thought. That you have the right to your body and you have a responsibility, right? As we mature, we need to
Mhm.
mature the responsibility for our body. And,
Right.
and then emotion and thought is about so it's basically our physical and mental health. We have both rights and responsibilities.
Absolutely.
The coming 3 is
Mhm.
power, communication, and life. That
Mhm.
you have a right to your personal power, and you have a responsibility in how we act and interact with it, the dynamic, to take and claim our rightful space and place, and not to make ourselves small, and yet not to take over anyone
Mhm.
else. So power, communication, freedom of speech, and freedom
Yep.
of creativity, but also responsibility in what we say
I
and
love
what
it.
we express.
Thank you so much. That was beautifully said. Now, Maria, we were talking about you have a gift incoming. It's not quite ready yet, but we're going to share the link in the show in the post notes. Tell
Yes,
us what they're going to get when they click on that link, and also, like, if you can, also provide a link to your book as well.
absolutely. And this is a summary of the human constitution.
Yep.
Yes, but
Mhm.
it's 2 pages. It's very easy, and it's just an overview. It's a summary of the 7 principles that I talk about. So
Oh,
click
beautiful.
and check it out.
I love it. I love it. So click that
Yeah.
link down below. If you're on YouTube, it'll be in the banner. If it's in the podcast or LinkedIn or somewhere else, it'll be in the show notes or post or in the comments. You're a smart audience. You can find it. I
Yeah.
have no doubt. So let's continue forward here. Now Maria, uh, when this is I would call the speed round. We want to get to know you as a person because people join a person, not a business.
Yeah.
Keep these like brief and to the point. Like where did you grow up and how'd you grow up?
Mm. Grew up in Sweden, middle income, lower middle income family,
Uh-huh.
and my mom and dad were entrepreneurs. So
Nice. Hmm. Yeah. So growing up, did you have a favorite like movie or book that kind of shaped the way you think today?
um, I would say, but that's it's fairly recent. But I would say
Yeah.
The Matrix really made a huge
Oh, The Matrix. Yep.
impact, and Star Wars when I was growing up. Yeah,
Yeah. You
and
know what?
reading
I
Tolkien, obviously.
I know I love it. I grew up really enjoying sci-fi growing up, and it just opens your mind to so many possibilities, not just for technology and
Yeah.
robots and laser swords, all that stuff, but more about how people can treat each other and how people can treat other people that are not the same as them. And I
Yeah.
thought that was the one benefit about watching Star Wars or Star Trek. You get different species, different people of all different backgrounds and beliefs getting along. And that's
Yeah.
something we should strive to here. Because, by the way, my public service announcement for the day is going to be that, remember, there is no race. On Earth, there is one race, the human race. That's it. That's it. So think about that when you're going through your day and you meet someone that looks different. They're not
Mm.
different. We're all the same. We're human. That's it. So what about you just talked about Lord of the Rings, and by the way, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan and Tolkien fan. Is there a favorite book that helped inspire you?
Book. I I don't know if there's a single. I would say maybe Eckhart Tolle and A New Earth, or Byron Katie.
Hmm.
That was really good for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I read everything from Oprah Winfrey Club.
Oh, did you?
I
What
did.
about uh, 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 go like? I always find this fun. What's a fun fact about you that maybe people don't know? Is there something interesting
Oh,
you do that?
yeah, I worked as a car mechanic for 2 weeks.
No way, really? That's
Oh
cool.
yeah,
How'd
you
you
would.
do that? How'd you get in that? Why? Like, did you like you're you just needed a job, or you just wanted to try something new for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I that was helping my
That's so
I was
funny.
helping my mom's friend
Yep,
at that time. Yeah, so
gotcha, gotcha.
yep.
Very cool. All right. Now, what's your favorite kind of music? What kind of really excites you up?
I like, not exciting, but I love to listen to Malte Martin. Malte Martin, he's doing like the hand pan, which is so
Okay.
meditative, and it's like a flowing music that I
Oh,
just really really enjoy.
I'll have to check him out. Is it? How do I say his name? Mal
Malte Martin.
Malcolm
M
Martin. I probably spelled it wrong.
Malte. Malte. M
Oh,
A.
Malcolm. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'll put that.
Martin.
Malcolm Martin. Okay, we'll
Malte
definitely check that out.
he's doing a hand pan. Do you know
Okay.
that instrument that looks like a UFO? Uh, yeah, it looks like a UFO, and they're just tapping on it, and it's different sounds, and it's
Yeah.
brilliant. It's calming and it's energizing at the same time. I love Malte Martin.
Okay. Definitely will have to check him out.
Yeah,
Malta.
Mal-
Malta. Okay.
Malte. Yeah,
Malta.
T E.
E. Okay. Malte
Malte.
Martin.
Yes, Martin.
Malte
Yeah,
Martin. There we go. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay.
awesome guy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
One of these in relation to J.R.R. Martin, who did Fire and
Yes,
Ice.
exactly right spelling. Yes, yes, yes. Malte
There we
Martin.
go. Got it. Okay. What
Yeah.
about favorite quote? Is there a favorite like mentor or like motivational speaker or like leadership expert that you get inspired from?
Yeah. My mom
Yeah.
lived in San Francisco between 1960 and 1972.
Okay.
And her boss said to her, "You can do anything you want if you want it bad enough." And
Damn
I love
right.
that quote, and it's been from my upbringing. And you can do anything you want if you want it bad enough. And I'm really working on for humanity, and this is my life dedication for the rest of my life.
Got it.
So
I love that.
yeah,
All
you
right.
can anything you want if you want it bad enough.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Now, what about, that's always a fun question. What is your favorite kind of food? I always find this always fun.
Thai. I love Thai
Really?
food.
Thai
Spicy.
food. You're the
Yeah.
second person this week that said Thai food. Like I know who to call. All right, hang on one second, okay?
Yeah.
Hello, Thai palette. Yeah, yeah. Like I have a VIP guest. I'll come into the green room. Please provide a whole pallet of the Thai food, extra peanut oil. Thanks. So,
Yeah. Filipino.
totally real call because I
Mm.
know the chef there. Before we head off, um, what is it that you want people to recall about you?
Mm. I don't know.
We can come back to that.
Energy, just good energy, happy, good
Oh, I
energy.
like that. Good energy. Beautifully said. I like that. All right, folks. All right, folks, you heard it here before. All right, we're going to send Maria off to the green room. Make sure you grab our link down below if you've not grabbed it yet. And as you know, every week we have a sponsor segment. Today we have Speakers Playhouse. Just go to speakersplayhouse.com. They are celebrating their 250th show today. So big fan of them. Ginny Trax and Kimberly Crow. And this is where this show, the idea for the show, the concept really started there. So the Unbox Me Today show started right there. And so now we are already on our way. Today's episode 456. We're going to be hitting 500 by the end of the year. So, just build the plane as you fly it. And sometimes you got to make waves in order to do that. But sometimes, even before that, you got to do something else. You have to make a splash.
When you throw a rock into a lake, what happens? No, there's a splash. You make an impact, and then you get waves. And then you don't know where those waves are going. Those waves are going past around the reeds, and you don't know where that impact is. So all of you out there, when you're on stage, you don't know where your impact is going to end. It's never going to end.
All right, folks. So today, in today's 60-second mind shift, I want to ask you, when was the last time you thought about your humanity? This year, having lost 6 people in my family, yes, it was a big heartache. And I hope we're at the tail end of that. But it was rough. I mean, I got to be honest, especially losing my mom. Like, what an amazing, heart. I mean, just a big-hearted human being. She brought so many people together and built a community. Like, when we went to the funeral, it was standing room only. It was the largest funeral apparently that house had ever gotten. And they were all surprised, like, who is this famous woman everybody's coming out to see? And it was my mom, because it was not about, she wasn't very fancy. She wasn't very educated. I mean, she was a high school graduate. She was a teacher in India before she came to America, and my dad became a dentist. She was a stay-at-home mom. And then when our secretary had to take off for vacation, had to do her own personal stuff, my mom she stepped up and started to take over the front office. And all of a sudden, you have this mom and pop shop. My dad's a dentist. My mom is at the front desk and greeting all the patients. Guess what? The business took off even more, because the way she connected with people, it was her humanity that shone through. And for all of you that are not understanding what that means, is that, when was the last time a human being said to you, "Hey, I see you. Hey, I see how great you are. It's so nice to meet you. I'm so glad you're part of my life. I'm so glad that we've met. I'm glad that you're my friend." Think about these things. In this day of high tech and everything's going so fast and furious, what about the high touch? Meaning connecting with a human being at the right way and the right kind of a level where we get to know each other. We get to share and be vulnerable with each other. So if you want to find out more about that, I also have my own free link I give to you every week on the Speaker Confidence Mastermind on Tuesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to start to add a 12 p.m. noon on Fridays for the Eastern Hemisphere to join in as well. Is that it's your chance to learn your speaking skills, up-level your humanity, and to connect and up-level your black belt mind shift. After all, Victory Mindset Academy was not just about white belt mindset. It's about creating a black belt mind shift for you. So let's bring Maria back and see how if she saved me any food. So Maria, welcome back. How was all the food? Did you save me any?
It was so good.
Oh, it's all gone. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll just order more. So Maria, what did you think? What was your biggest takeaway from that, the 60-second mind shift, and what would you add to it?
Yeah, we are in the time right now as a humanity where we are so divided, it's so segregated, and we can choose, and we really need to come together and
Right.
to see each other more, to acknowledge each other and say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And really mean it, and to stop for a few minutes and So that what I would encourage the audience, just to stop for a few minutes and to say hi to
Oh, I
people.
love that. I love that. Yeah,
Yeah.
we connect with your humanity somewhere. All right, Maria, you've been a fantastic guest, and just your last question for the day is going to be: if someone gave you a blank check with unlimited resources, what is your grand vision to change the world?
Yeah. Uh, that to communicate to 8 billion people that we
Yep.
are born with rights.
Yep.
Each and every human are born with rights, and that we all need to mature with our responsibility. We need to mature with our physical, mental health. We need to
Mhm.
mature in our relationships and lessen drama, and to come together as a
Right.
species and to acknowledge our differences that are, like you said earlier, our differences is our strength, and to see each other.
I love
So
that.
if I had unlimited, that's
Mm,
what I would do. Communicate that to 8 billion people. Yeah.
beautifully said. Thank you so much for that. Okay,
Thank you.
Maria, thank you so much for being a fantastic guest. I'm Coach Roger as always. I want you to start to elevate your life and your business. Please connect with us at any time. Please leave us some comments, give us some thumbs up and some hearts so that we know that you're getting impact here on the show. And as always, don't fake it till you make it. Instead, believe it and become it. And we'll see everybody on the next show. Bye bye. All right, Maria. So, three quick questions for you, and we're off. Number one, why did you want to be on the show today? What did you want to achieve? Why this show?
Because I love that we need to have a mind shift. We really need to have a mind shift, and both how we perceive ourselves, how we perceive one another,
Yeah.
and to broaden perspectives. And we are
Mhm.
going through an isthma right now,
Yep.
suffering or confusion, and
Hmm.
it's really to broaden perspectives and to calm. So
Gotcha.
that's
All right. And
yeah.
and 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 what was your biggest takeaway from the show today?
I just love to talk to you. I really enjoy this energy. We're having so much fun, and it's just co-creation. So I really enjoy, and also to get to know you more. And
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. And just like wait till you see me on stage. It's even more fun because then I start singing, I start doing karate. So there's always more fun things we can do. And last question, just scale of 1 to 10, how much would you recommend me to somebody else's stage?
oh yeah, I have referred you to my 5 top rock stars that
Oh,
and
perfect.
they
I
will be
love
so
it.
happy,
All right.
so
All right. Thank
happy.
you, Maria.
Really
And
rock
you've
star.
been a great guest. The podcast crew knows what to do from here. And so we are out of here.